Good day, or shall I say, Gudor Dagor. It's the last 3 weeks, I guess, after Sardalasa gave us a task about reporting a certain country depending to our choice. Honestly, I don't know of what I'll going to choose. But as I watch my political map here, I saw a country. Yes, I saw a country which I got surprised and intrigued. Because this is not just a simple one. So are you ready to know? To find out what is this? Without further ado, I welcome you all to the country I've chosen, known as the most peaceful country in the world. Welcome to Iceland. So Iceland is a Nordic island country in the North Atlantic Ocean and the most remote populated country in Europe. The capital of this country is Reykjavik. So I was amazed by this country because this got one time I did watch a film that showcased the country, Iceland, and there's no doubt it is amazing. So join me as we more learn, explore, and be amazed of the country of Iceland. So next slide is the flag of Iceland. So the flag of Iceland was officially adopted on the 19th of June 1915, although it had already begun to be used unofficially in 1913. It was first established in 1944 as a national flag when Iceland became independent from Denmark. The flag of Iceland is a blue Nordic cross flag with a red and white-sided cross. So as you can see that the flag of Iceland is just like a cross color, red, white, and blue. So the design of the flag corresponds to the state weapon of Iceland, which is a shield. There is no official clarification of the flag's symbolism, but a common interpretation is that the colors represent the water. The traditional Icelandic colors, white and blue in combination with red, indicate Iceland's historical connection with Norway. So let's go to the next slide. It's the history of Iceland. So, the recorded history of Iceland began with a settlement by Viking explorers and the people they enslaved from the east, particularly Norway and the British Isles. In the late 9th century, Iceland was still uninhabited long after the rest of Western Europe had been settled. Recorded settlement has conventionally been dated back to 874, although archaeological evidence indicates Gaelic monks from Ireland, known as the Paper according to sagas, had settled Iceland earlier. The land was settled quickly, mainly by Norwegians who may have been fleeing conflict or seeking new land to farm. By 930, the chieftains had established a form of governance, the Althing, making it one of the world's oldest parliaments. Towards the end of the 10th century, Christianity came to Iceland through the influence of the Norwegian king Olaf Tryggvason. During this time, Iceland remained independent, a period known as the Old Commonwealth, and Icelandic historians began to document the nation's history in books referred to as sagas of Icelanders. So next page. In the early 13th century, the internal conflict known as the Age of the Starlings weakened Iceland, which eventually became subjugated to Norway over the 13th century. The Old Covenant 1262 to 1264 and the adoption of John's Book 1281 effectively ended the Icelandic Commonwealth. Norway, in turn, was united with Sweden in year 1319 and then Denmark in the year 1376. Eventually, all of the Nordic states were united in one alliance, the Kalmar Union 1397 to 1523, but on its dissolution, Iceland fell under Danish rule. The subsequent strict Danish-Icelandic trade monopoly in the 17th and 18th centuries was detrimental to the economy. Iceland's resultant poverty was aggravated by severe natural disasters like the Mohorandin or mess hardships. During this time, the population decline. Iceland remained part of Denmark, but in keeping with the rise of nationalism around Europe in the 19th century, an independence movement emerged. The Althing, which had been suspended in 1799, was restored in 1844, and Iceland gained sovereignty after World War I, becoming the Kingdom of Iceland on 1 December 1918. However, Iceland shared the Danish monarchy until World War II. Although Iceland was neutral in the Second World War, the United Kingdom invaded and peacefully occupied it in 1940 to forestall a Nazi occupation. After Denmark was overrun by the end of the war, with the United States taking over occupation duties from the British in 1941, in 1944, Iceland severed its remaining ties with Denmark, then still under Nazi occupation, and declared itself a republic. Following the Second World War, Iceland was a founding member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and joined the United Nations 1 year after its establishment. Its economy grew rapidly, largely through fishing, although this was marred by disputes with other nations. So next, following rapid financial growth, the 2008-11 Icelandic financial crisis occurred. Iceland continues to remain outside the European Union. Iceland is very remote, therefore has been spared the ravages of European wars, but has been affected by other external events, such as the Black Death and the Protestant Reformation imposed by Denmark. Iceland history has also been marked by a number of natural disasters. Iceland is a relatively young island in the geological sense, being formed about 20 million years ago by a series of volcanic eruptions in the mid-Atlantic ridge, but it is still growing from fresh volcanic eruptions. The oldest stone specimens found in Iceland date back to 16 million years ago. So let's go to the basic facts and figures of the country Iceland. So when we talk about a specific country, the basic facts and figures signifies how different, how unique, and how different, unique that country to that other country. So as a tourism student, we should also somehow explore, might as well understand their facts and figures. Moreover, if we will visit to that specific country, then we have now the background and overview of that country. So, the capital of the country Iceland is Reykjavik. The government is Constitutional Republic. The language they use is Icelandic and English. The one that is my introduction, it's Icelandic. Gudur Dagor, or means good day. So, currency, it's krona. Area is 103,000 square kilometer. Population is 336,425 as of 2020. Lowest military spend is 0%. So that means they have no military. Most newspaper journalists is Iceland with a total of 2,052.5 newspaper journalists per 1 million inhabitants. So the most peaceful country, what I'm talking about, it's Iceland according to Global Peace Index. So let's proceed. So this is the continuation of the basic facts about Iceland. So they have the called head of government called Prime Minister. So their Prime Minister is Miss Katrín Jakobsdóttir. Their president is Mr. Gunni T.H. Johannesson. Their national bird is Falcon. Their national day, June 17, 1944. And national flower, Dryas octopetala. And of course, the founder of the country Iceland, it's Ingólfur Arnarsson. Let's proceed to the next slide. So, the culture of Iceland is rich and varied as well as being known for its literary heritage began in the 12th century. Icelandic traditional arts include weaving, silversmithing, wood carving. The Reykjavik area has several professional theaters, a symphony orchestra, an opera, and many art galleries, bookstores, cinemas, and museums. There are 4 folk dance ensembles in Iceland. So, the literacy rate is among the highest in the world, and a love of literature, art, chess, and other intellectual pursuits is widespread. So, let's go to the did you know, or something like that. Did you know? This is also the facts about Iceland. Let's go. So first, many Icelanders believed in elves. The explanation of that is Icelandic folklore is still rich with stories about the Huldufolk, or means hidden people, who are said to live in the lava fields. This is according to the Icelanders people. Number 2, it is one of the oldest democracies in the world. So as what I have said earlier to their history, Iceland is one of the oldest democracies begun last 9th to 10th centuries. And third one is the unique Icelandic language includes over 100 words for wind. The Iceland has many languages for wind, not only in the Philippines but also in Iceland. Number 4, ice cream is the perfect first date. So, that's prepossessing. To all lovers out there, you must try this one experience as well. Number 5, Iceland has 13 Santas. Kind of. Number 6, Icelanders love books. So for many years, Iceland publishing a book at the highest rate per capita in the world, showing how much they enjoy a good read, while they have recently been surpassed by the UK. They are still a book-loving nation. So, did you know also that they even have a book-giving holiday on Christmas Eve? So it's very nice to hear this, especially people who are book lover, right? So what are you waiting for? Let's visit Iceland to experience this one. Number 7, it's the safest country in the world. You may already heard a couple of times, but it's worth highlighting time and time because the country boasts one of the tourist crime rate in the world. And did you know that Iceland is the only member of NATO that maintains no standing army? There is no doubt that Iceland is ranked as a peaceful country. So let's proceed to number 8. Want a refill? Ask for 10 more drops. So if you want to chat like a local, this is the best tip. If you would like to get a little bit more coffee or a tap of for any other lovely Icelandic drink, just ask for 10 more drops. Like example, dude, can I have 10 more drops of my coffee? Like that. So not 12 or 15, but of course 10 drops. Number 9, it's cool to swim outside at any time. Why is that? Because all the pools are heated with geothermal energy. This means Icelandic visitors can go for a swim at any time of the year, rain, snow, or sunshine. Number 10, famous Icelanders are no big deal. So, with one of the smallest population in Europe, famous people do stand out easily around Iceland. But what is interesting is that because most people know each other, it's not a big deal. Maybe you will see the president jogging at a park or a celebrity. Again, because it is such a safe country, it is unlikely they'll have security with them. So, let's proceed to another slide. It's the flagship of the country Iceland. So, they have 3 classifications of airlines: the scheduled airlines, the charter airlines, and of course the cargo airlines. So, in country of Iceland, We will talk about first their scheduled airlines. So in the country Iceland, they have 4 scheduled airlines, namely the Eagle Air, the Iceland Air, the what is one, Norland Air, Play. So here is the image attached, the IATA code, ICAO, call signed, the base of where they're basing, and commence operations. Of course, when did they start their operation? So next page is the charter airlines. So in charter airlines, they have 3 airlines. First is the Air Atlanta, Icelandic, My Flag, and Atlant's Flag. So again, here is the image, the IATA, ICAO, call sign, base, and the commence operations. Next, it's the cargo airline. So they have 2 cargo airlines named Bluebird Nordic and Iceland Air Cargo. So again, here's the image, the IATA code, the ICAO, call sign, base, and of course the commence operations. So let's go to the top 10 attractions of country Iceland. So attractions, this is where people got interested. It's one of the reasons why we visit in a certain country, because of its beauty, their attractions like that. So here are the top 10 attractions of Iceland. Let's go. First one is the Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is a large geothermal pool located in Reykjanes Peninsula in the southwestern part of Iceland. The pool is not from a natural source of geothermal water. It is actually supplied by excess water from a nearby power plant called Svartsengi. So, Lagoon's serene water is now known for its healing, rejuvenating, and nourishing qualities. Next, it's the Golden Circle. Wow! Perhaps one of Iceland's most popular attractions that draws visitors to the island nation is the Golden Circle. This circuit contains several beautiful features that truly give you a taste of everything Iceland has to offer. The Iceland Golden Circle refers to a circle of road that lopes from Reykjavik through the Icelandic countryside, winding about 300 kilometers or 190 miles between the various attractions. So, this circuit contains several beautiful features that truly give you a taste of everything Iceland has to offer. You don't have to travel too far from the city in order to immerse yourself in the wonders of nature. So let's proceed to the next one, number 3. Is the South Shore. Wow, it's amazing. The South Shore of Iceland is lined with remarkable destinations, each magical in its own way. This includes the picturesque waterfalls of Seljalandsfoss and Skogafoss, the Black Beach and columnar basalt. So this, with being full of natural pearls of exquisite beauty, and most of them are within a few hours drive from Reykjavik, thus attracts many visitors. So if you want to drive yourself, you can rent a car and explore the area of a shower pace. So let's proceed. The Vatnajökull National Park. So Vatnajökull is the name of Iceland's largest glacier. The Vatnajökull National Park is also the largest national park in Iceland, covering the glacier itself and the surrounding areas. For nature lovers, Vatnajökull National Park is a sheer paradise. You can hike in the area, explore fantastic natural wonders, or simply drive from one attraction to another. So this is perfect spot if you do love hiking. You can see its glacier in the surrounding areas, of course. Next is the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Wow, it's like paradise. Yeah, it is located in the west of Iceland. Snæfellsnes Peninsula is a 90-kilometer long region that is often referred to as Iceland in miniature, a nickname earned by the diverse nature found here. So, We can find Icelandic nature in the area. Whether you decide to do a multi-day road trip around the whole peninsula or just a quick tour to see the major highlights, Snæfellsnes will definitely a destination to remember, and I agree with that. Number 6, the whales. So wow. Reykjavik, the capital city of Iceland, offers some of the best whale watching opportunities in Iceland. It is quite amazing to watch the gentle giants just near the city. Reykjavik is located on the southern shore of Faxaflói Bay, where whales are frequently seen. So, if you do love whales, this is your perfect opportunity. You can embark in a whale watching tour from Reykjavik Harbor. Let's proceed. The Diamond Circle. The Diamond Circle is a gorgeous route in the northern part of Iceland that takes you through the top attractions of the region, so you can sight the most stunning sights and spots for unearthly landscapes. The whole tour will take you around 10 to 12 hours. Wow, so it's quite amazing. Let's proceed. It's the Northern Lights. So are you familiar with this one? So the Northern Lights, or what we call as the Aurora Borealis, appear when electrically charged particles emanating from the sun travel at a high speed towards Earth, resulting in a collision with the highest air particles. The different colors of the lights are in accordance with the different gases that are found up there. Most northern lights are green in color due to collision with oxygen. The solar activity affects the strength of the northern lights. So remember that Iceland is situated on the so-called auroral zone, which means that this magnificent phenomena can be seen from there when the conditions are right. Just remember that spotting northern lights is impossible during summer. Blame it on the midnight sun. So let's proceed to the number 9. It's Thorsmork. Wow, it's like a paradise. Thorsmork is a mountain ridge located in South Iceland. The name literally translates to Thor's Woods, referring to the Norse god Thor. The Thorsmork area is extremely beautiful and combines the distinct characteristic of the Icelandic highlands, black sands, and lush woodlands. So, you can also find a nice campsite in Thorsmork, but there are other accommodations too. Staying in Thorsmork for a few days is heavenly for hikers and nature lovers. It's the ideal place to visit during the short Icelandic summer. So what are you waiting now? To all who love hiking, let's go. Number 10, it's downtown Reykjavik. So, Reykjavik city is no metropolis, but it certainly has its charm. Travelers describe it as cool and quirky, and lovers drool over the diverse and hip restaurant you'll find in the capital. So you should definitely take your time to see these magnificent buildings. There are plenty of other interesting things to do and see in the city, and you can easily spend at least a couple of days just going to museum and restaurants. So let's proceed to the top 10 foods to try in Iceland. So, whenever we stop in a specific country, pure beauty and magnificent nature are our constant companions. It is not surprising that this stunning country, Iceland, has so much to offer. Not just a feast for our eyes, but also a banquet for your taste buds. These are the top 10 local Icelandic foods you should know and try. First is the skar, the Icelandic yogurt. Skar is a really well-known Icelandic product. It has been a part of Icelandic cuisine for over 1,000 years. Skar is a cultured dairy product with the consistency of yogurt. It is very similar to Greek yogurt, but the flavor is milder. So recently, Scar has been gaining popularity in other countries and it is becoming more and more visible in grocery stores in countries such as the United States and England. Next is the slow roasted lamb. So Icelandic sheep are one of the purest breeds in the world. They have grazed on the hills of Iceland ever since the first settlers brought them to this country in the 9th century. So the meat of the Icelandic sheep is widely considered to be a gourmet meat. It is one of Icelandic's finest and most often used culinary ingredients. And of course, is very often features on celebration dinner menus or on Christmas Day. So, next, it's the hockerel or the fermented shark. Hockerel is a traditional dish in Iceland. Shark meat has been cured with a particular fermenting process, then hung outside to dry for 4 to 5 months. It has a very strong ammonia smell and a distinctive fishy taste. Hockerel is often served in cubes on cocktail sticks. First-timers are advised to pinch their nostrils while taking their first bite. The smell is actually much stronger than the taste. After your first bite, do as the Icelanders do and take a good sip or two of the local spirit. Brennivin, a type of aquavit, often referred to as Icelandic schnapps. So that's it. Let's proceed to the next one. Is the Icelandic lamb soup. So this rich, tasty soup is the perfect comfort food for a long dark winter's day. So each family has their own recipe, but traditional Icelandic meat soup is made from lamb shank or shoulder, potatoes, rutabagas, and carrots. It can also contain leeks, onions, dried herbs, salt, and pepper. So this lamb soup is an Icelandic delicacy. It is becoming very popular amongst visitors and it has been eaten in Iceland for centuries. Next is the Icelandic fish. So, Iceland has a great variety of fish and offer about 340 species of saltwater fish have been recorded in Icelandic waters. You should try to eat as much Icelandic fish as possible when you are in Iceland. Not only it is very good for your health, but also tastes great. In many restaurants, you can eat fish that was caught earlier that day. Just look for the fish of the day offered on the menu. It doesn't get any fresher than that, so it's nice. Number 6. Icelandic hot dog. You may have already heard about the famous Icelandic hot dog. This seemingly everyday item has gained worldwide stardom over the years. Bill Clinton once famously called this the best hot dogs in the world. So, despite their frame, these hot dogs are totally affordable. So, do not miss the opportunity to try a hot dog when you visit Iceland. Next is the ragbrod, dark rye bread from a hot spring. It is a traditional rye bread that Icelanders have been eating for many years. It is traditionally baked in a pot or steamed in a special wooden cask which have been buried in the ground near a hot spring. So you can buy this bread in most grocery stores in Iceland. It is quite sweet. Next is hardfiskar. It's a dried fish. It is literally means hard fish. It is an Icelandic delicacy that most locals love. It may sound gross to many foreigners, but it's Iceland's favorite snack. Locals eat it with salted butter while watching a movie. It is thought to be a healthy alternative to chips or popcorn. Hardfiskar has been part of the Icelandic diet for centuries. Most often it's made from cod, but haddock or wolfish can also be used. It is dried in the cold North Atlantic air until it becomes cured by bacteria. The process is similar to maturing cheese. So next is the bakery food. If you go to Iceland, you should make sure you enjoy a quick stop at a local bakery. Iceland has many delicious bakery foods that you should try. The Icelandic snore is the soft cinnamon bun, usually with an icing topping. Bakery Bakeries are an affordable option when eating out in Iceland, and their offerings are for certain delicious. So, next, it's Icelandic ice cream. So Icelanders are obsessed with ice cream. It doesn't matter if it is winter or summer, frost can even add to the experience. You will see it for sale at many gas stations in most of the cafes. And there are also some amazing specialist ice cream shops around the country. So it is, I believe, it is everyone's favorite, the ice cream. In Iceland, ice cream parlors are open until 1 a.m. So people like me, like us who love ice cream, can enjoy ice cream at night. Don't worry of what flavors you'll choose because there is an extremely wide selections of different toppings and sauces. Surely I, as an ice cream lover, will immediately grab this one soon if I will given the chance to visit the country of Iceland. So, that's the end of my discussion. I hope everyone gathered a knowledge, learned from its history, flag carriers, have gained knowledge about their attractions, the foods, and all about the Iceland. Thank you so much for listening. That could be all. And once again, Pakaper Kerliga Fier Augustoa. Thank you so much.